Here's where we're at today. Country Classic Cars in Staunton, Illinois. It's a really cool place. So we're starting out here in the back barn. I got a lot of stuff to look at. Hi, Shane. That's Shane. He wanted to match the classic vibe today. So, everything out here is for sale. You can take a look around, do whatever you want, ask. Don't open the doors to the hoods. So we're not gonna. It's your Edsel wagon, old Cadillac. (1947). Fiero pace car, and it just goes on and on. So they do a pretty good job putting a little description on most of the cars. You can go to their website and check it all out too if you want. No affiliation, but it is pretty nice to take a look at all the cars for sale. Condition wise, pretty good. You got the whole gamut of really nice to not great to basket case. But the prices are pretty fair, I'd say. Here's an old Chevy, 1949 business coupe, it says. We just saw one of these in the junkyards in Peoria. Oh, this one's in a little better condition. What's really nice is they got a lot of cars out here, and they range from like your very plain daily driver style car to some more rare beasts, things that you wouldn't see every day. It's a lot of custom stuff too. A bunch of Corvettes, this old custom cruiser. Some more of the custom stuff here. Nice little row of F-bodies. Tornado. Another F-body. So Plymouth, Dodge, and Chrysler, these are all in really nice shape. This one I like especially. Very hard to see with the reflection. Right there, the shifter comes right out of the dash. '66 Tornado, and this kind of shows you the paint. Not very good on this one. It's complete. Lots of little blemishes and whatnot. It's still a good looking car. These are one of my favorite cars. Volkswagen Type 3 1971. You don't really see a lot of these around anymore. And New Yorker, another New Yorker, Miata, of course. These New Yorkers are like stupid ugly, but also somehow attractive. Decent shape. Old Galaxy here. And I got tons of variety. There's a 4-cylinder Mustang. This thing. Tri-Magnum. Special constructed. It's got a motorcycle engine. You lay in it. And your feet go up there to the pedals, but your throttle is still the motorcycle piece here. Did I mention that it's 3 wheels? That's only 3 wheels. I got a really cool Pacer wagon too. Pretty sweet. It's really nice. Got a CD player. A little tow truck. Ford Wrecker truck. And a town car. Studebaker Lark. Not something you see every day. And a Buick Riviera. Also got a CD player. 'Twas the style. Well, there's about 4 more buildings, so we're gonna check those out too. Okay, so this whole barn is the trucks and things. And again, they got a little bit of everything, so you got some really nice custom stuff, and it'll sit right next to something also custom, but much older. Bed's in good shape. Pricing, it's all over the place, but judged by quality. I got this Bronco here, listed $33,000. Somewhere on here it says, yeah, right here, 16,000 original miles, and it really looks like it too. It's really hard to find a Bronco in this kind of condition. It's really nice. And they got your new junk and your junk. The truck's got a real nice patina to it. What are you doing here? Get. This is really nice. '79 Ford Ranger. It's a really beautiful color on it, and it looks like it's been done up really well. Super nice truck. And we came through here earlier and had a debate amongst ourselves on whether this Ford is a factory. I don't know if you'd call this a flare side bed. You don't see many of those. We believe that this detail here on the wheel matches this one, so we think that these are, that it came with that, but again, you don't see very many of them. And they do a pretty good job putting this sticker on here, and then a description of anything else that the car has had done or needs, anything to note. It says $3,800 spent on machine work. At the time, that was probably pretty substantial. Bronco Deuce. This is like a 90s truck had a baby with a 60s truck. There's something missing here.
There's some extra there too.
It's original 6-cylinder, 3-speed. This one's also got a pretty darn good color to it. Few imperfections in the paint, but it looks really nice. This is a 74 K10. This is Shane's favorite right here. 79 C20. Look at that graphic. It definitely says I'm from the 70s. Got this very, very custom Ranger. Check this thing out. Look at this. Tacho Paradise. A lot of mural work done to it. Pinstriping, and look at this on the glass. That's a boat. Really clean Ranger. Row of Suburbans. This one is my favorite. So the description on here says Rhino lined in back, but if you're discerning, you'll notice that it was Rhino lined on side and on top and on front. That's the first time I've ever seen a Rhino liner on an entire vehicle, and honestly it doesn't look that bad. Hard to tell at a distance, but that's it.
This thing's fully shagged out.
Oh yeah, let's take a look. Oh yeah, the deep pile carpet. Look at that. Look at that vinyl work there.
We got some sconce lighting up there.
Oh, with the custom lighting even. When they say no expense was spared, they're talking about this truck. And the custom taillight covers, sheet metal. Tie it's screwed, but it actually looks pretty good. This old Dodge looks really nice. And again, it's classic cars, and they deal with a lot, obviously. And so the condition ranges from very custom to very well done jobs and everything in between. And that's okay, you know, with classic cars, everybody's looking for something a little different, a project or a driver, a custom hot rod, whatever in between, and that's okay. Here's another barn. Old carbon Ghia. A T-Bird convertible. It's a really nice. It's probably documentation for the restoration is what I'm guessing. You got to give these guys a lot of credit. They try to keep all the documentation together with the cars as they get them. They try to provide as much documentation about the cars as they know. It's really impressive. Here's another Shane favorite. That's the Volvo P1800 wagon. Look at that thing.
It's a state wagon.
Let's take a look.
Best in the business, rear glass.
Very nice. Car. It's really nice. Very timeless appeal. Got the International Travelall, which is in really good shape. I think they said on the website that they had just pulled this out of the barn. Well, that checks. It looks really nice. Wood grain. 10-10-8. Oh, this one's got a window down. Poke our head in here. Looks pretty nice. The headliner's doing a number, but really good shape overall. Ford wagon. 1955 is what it says. Here, let me get this. This is very interesting because I've never seen one of these before. So we can focus on this. Probably not. It's a Durant, a 1927 Durant Star. I don't know anything about these. We'll do a little research when we get back. Looks like it's in really nice shape. It's got the canvas top on it. Looks like the throttle or spark control. There we go. Right there off the wheel. And again, it looks really original. Old Mercedes. And a very old Jaguar. '66 3.8S. 2.4 4-speed. I believe these were pretty sporting in the day. Cadillac. Really nice Packard right here. No, this isn't the Packard. This is the Buick. There's a Packard kicking around that we saw earlier. 1927 Studebaker. Says original interior. That's probably right. back. You can see in there, also original. Oldsmobile 1951. Look at that rocket. Boom. Alright, so this is the biggest of the barns. Goes on and on. And it also has the nicest stuff in it. Edsel Corsair. Looking pretty dapper. Pontiac Grand Prix. Skylark GS convertible. This thing looks really nice. You can't really see in there. LaSalle 1940 Series 52. Can't say I've ever seen another one other than this one. Really nice. It was restored about 10 years ago. And go fast. Built to honor Navy Petty Officer First Class Neil Roberts by his father-in-law. Says he's the first Navy SEAL to sacrifice his life in Afghanistan. Another Oldsmobile here. You can see the change in the rocketry here. That one's really nice. I don't think it's a limited edition. It's an 88, I believe. '40 Plymouth. There's another Plymouth. In pretty solid condition. A little bit of rust, but if you know anything about these guys, this ain't bad at all. You can see a little through hole right in there, but really nice. And what I love about this one is the stickers. Automatic 340 1974. That'd be a great candidate to grab and build. Torque Flight. I actually don't know if they'd have a 340 and 74 or 360 from the factory. And this is actually my favorite here right now. Look at this. Incredibly clean Cougar. It's a 69 and it is just gorgeous. Super nice. And if you can see it in there, it's a 4-speed. with, you probably can't see that, no, disc brakes. Really, really clean. Old RX-7. Corvair. And interestingly, not far from here, 20 miles, 30 miles away, there is a Corvair museum. '53 Chevy. We saw one of these in the junkyard too. And again, this one's in much better shape. Barn cat. Nice old Nova. There it is. He ain't paying us no mind. Buick 8. 59 Edsel Ranger. This one's really nice too. It says recent paint. It looks really nice. The interior is very clean. And I believe that's a 3-speed on column. It is. Fancy. Nice El Camino. Rolls Royce. I can't see a lot of glare today. It's very clean Thunderbird coupe. Really nice, gorgeous paint. Interior is really nice. You just have to take my word for it. It sits next to a stablemate, slightly older T-Bird. We noticed this on the way in. Look at this. It's like a Mustang, but smaller, much shorter wheelbase car. Plenty of room to sit. Something else. Old MG. I actually got quite a few old MGs. This thing's really sharp too. MG 1600. Look at that interior. MGA. DeSoto. Your row of 50s GM products. Old Monte Carlo. New vet. And another vet. And then another vet. And then another vet. And believe it or not, there's another vet right there. So it's a Fairlane, and a Fairlane. And this one is especially nice. Lots of custom work done to it. Walking up the big barn, we found this guy. 1912 Ford Model T. Gas lamps. A suspension of sorts. You gotta have your boot scraper. Been in a few car shows. Got a December 1961 car show. So it's been around the block for 112 years old. I got another nice row here. It's 31 Model A. Ford V8. 32 Ford.
Dude,
those are foreign race completion badges. That's not
Oh my.
show.
1964.
Should we take of NZ as that to be New Zealand?
I do believe it could be. Or Nazada.
Otago,
Huh. See if
the
we,
Automotive Association. Otago.
so it's a race car too, huh? Been around the block. 69 Camaro, 4-speed. This 81 is also 4-speed. Couple super sports.
that is in fact New Zealand.
29 Model A. 26 Model T. They really got some oldies up here, and they're really nice. Mach 1 S code 428 auto. All the hood does say 390. Again, very gorgeous. We also got the old Grand National race car. Looks pretty fast with them big meats on it. Really nice shape. And again, the astute observers will notice Mustang, and a Mustang, and a Mustang, and a Mustang. This one, please do not touch. And the reason why, very rare retractable hardtop. I was not aware that was an option. You can see the seam in the hardtop. And the trunk has some locks here on the other side. I don't know if this is custom or what.
I didn't notice that when we come through the first time.
Me neither. Tri-5, of course. Mr. Gasket Tribute. Another one. Can't explain to you how gorgeous this one is in person, though. Absolutely stunning to look at. It's like a 3 or 4-speed. Interior is immaculate. A+. Really well done car. classic hot rod, right? 32 Ford. It's really well done. The nicer cars are all towards the office. Oh my, look at that. Cadillac. A little lacking. No heads-up display. No power windows, no power locks. I think we'll forget it. It looks really nice. It's Cadillac on the right there. So here we are. This is the barn with the Volvo. This is the barn full of trucks. This is the one with the tornadoes and things in it. This is the main barn on the office. Several hundred feet of cars that way. All right, if you can hear me, apologies. That thing right here, this is interstate, and it's loud. But they got a row that's very, very long of classic cars. And it starts off with these 3 International pickups, which are all in pretty decent shape. Shane says he'll take the yellow one. I like the green one. I got a lot of cool stuff here. Thunderbird, GMC. Yep. So we did the math. The last time we had been here was 8 years ago. And since then they had a fire. They've changed a lot. So everything that we looked at is over here. At one point, this was all also classic cars. But he said this is just a shop now. Right here is the Jurassic Park conversion Jeep-ish. And I believe this is the world's record-setting tallest Dodge. It's big. It's tall. I'm 6'2". And the truck's got some on me. Another old Jaguar Continental. A Bel Air maybe. Another T-Bird. It's caught our eyes. This is a long bed step side. And they get their cars from all over. We've seen some stuff from New Zealand where cars have. This one's Oklahoma. Probably should not take a video of that. Bunch of clean Chevy trucks. Pretty nice. Real stunner right here. Thing's in beautiful condition. It's got the rockers, the cab corners, and everything, and the interior on it is mwah, stupid nice. Another Suburban, of course, and then this big guy. It's a truck bed. Really cool. Durastar. Oh! This one, used in the Secret Service detail for George H.W. Bush when serving as vice president. Wow. They got good taste in wheels. Looks pretty plain to me, but alright, we're gonna venture into this shed and hit the cars near the car, and then we're out of here. Alright, under the lean-to. Another one of Shane's favorites.
Oh, fucking sturdy, dirty right there.
AMC Eagle. Pretty darn nice shape.
$5,700. Dude.
Get the jump pack. Ooh, a little cramped in here. And this is what this place used to be like. The buildings were all packed, about as close as you could fit cars together. Little Bronco too. This Kirby thing. Special. I believe it's a Buick Riviera, right? Maybe a LeSabre. I don't know. I'm not great with this generation of General Motors. Got a really nice T-Bird here too. It's hard to tell. The interior is in really good shape. You can't see anything at all. Alright. One more stop. And we're out of here. Something really cool here. A Trabant. Soviet era two-stroke automobile. And they used a lot of like weird materials to make these. Weird plastics and stuff that at the time were controversial and probably remain so. This is the last row of cars. Fairlane 500.